Dear sir, we are pleased to learn that Mr. Peter Fiat and his parent company, Heineken Beer Brewery and Scapai, have received the validation of the Dutch authorities.
I say, by the time your letter reaches Holland, it'll be 1932. Let me refresh their memories with our tale of vision, good fortune, and three thirsty men.
Indeed. As you are aware, we wish to diversify our beverage bottling facility.
You say diversify, I say give the people what they want. And the people want another beer.
company, Fraser and Eve, have the capital, the distribution network, and the knowledge of the local market. However, we lack mastery of the brewing process. Fortune smiled on us one day when we were discussing the merits of your Dutch beer at the Raffles Hotel. That was how we met Mr. Fiat.
Not surprisingly, he turned out to be quite the beer connoisseur.
Indeed. Your man in the tropics, Mr. Fiat, is a man of vision. He wants to create a beer that can be brewed in the tropics and enjoyed in the tropics.
And perhaps one day, anywhere in the world.
To the General Manager, from Peter Rutger Field. Dear Sir, I have established contact with Fraser and Lee, who are eager to enter into this venture with Heineken Beer Brewery Maschkapai. We find the water in this region to be of the most excellent quality, and have developed a process of lagering that was previously thought impossible in the tropics. This process is called tropical lagering and produces a beer of remarkable quality. We have laid the groundwork for Asia's first brewery, which we have christened a tropical lagering plant. As I write this report, construction of the plant is well underway.
I say, did you hear about the shooting of the tiger in the club?
Yes, a frightful experience. Imagine that. A strong, powerful tiger roaming free in the club.
By the way, do we have a name for the beer? The Tiger Beer.
Alright, so that's actually how Tiger was born. Alright, so I would like you guys to join me at this corner over here. Okay, so before Tiger was born, it was actually believed that two of the four main ingredients used to brew beer, malts and hops, wouldn't be suitable to be grown in a tropical climate. And even if it did, experts also believe that tropical lagers wouldn't be refreshing. But we decided to go against all odds and did it anyways, and we have succeeded, as you can see on all the banners that we won over the years over here. Alright, so moving here to my left. Alright, so here are some of the old memorabilia given out to outlets and consumers in the past. Over here on the top shelf, you can see the bottle is still back in the disc. As you can see, it still has our Malayan Breweries Limited label on it. All the way to the ones they use nowadays, which has our Tiger branding on it. Alright, so now, if you answer this question correctly, you will stand to win a half-hour beer later on in the tavern. Alright, so anyone here wants to guess which bottle over here is the oldest? This one? The one in white? Yes, so this lady got it right. Alright, so this bottle is called the Tiger Cup. So why is it called the Tiger Cup? It's because during World War II, Tiger was actually responsible for distributing alcohol to the Allied troops in the Far East. So the British Army preferred Tiger beer, while the local troops preferred Anchor beer. But unfortunately, during the war, we did not have enough raw materials to brew the original variant. Hence, we have to brew a lighter variant instead, called the Tiger Cup. But a few years after the war ended, as more raw materials came in our way, we were able to bring back the original variant back to standard in January 1947. Alright, so I'd like you to join me at this corner over here. Everybody just face the TV screen here. Alright, so as for the Heineken company, we have stepped up our green ambition by starting this new sustainability strategy called Brew a Better World. So we recognize that in order to reach our goals of success, we must work hand in hand with the environment. So this sustainability strategy guides us with three principles: as minimal impact on the environment as much as possible, and also secondly, to build a fair, equitable, and inclusive world, and lastly, to advocate for moderate drinking and no harmful alcohol consumption. Right? So this video will tell you more about it.
What is better? Better isn't just about better taste, better smell, or better branding. Better is better when it's better for everyone. For our employees, for their loved ones, for all living things. For saving water, for cleaner air, for less waste, for the community, for you. At Asia Pacific Brewery, Singapore, we're better for the earth. We're better for the environment. We're better for the future. We're better than better.
Alright, so right now just here for 3 minutes for you to take some photos around this area before we move on to the next part as well.
Okay.
Can you take a picture of the Tiger Tavern? Yeah, we start.
You should load people notice also.
And longer. Another time.
I don't, yeah, actually, yes, yeah, I take this. Alright.
Oh, that's cool, isn't it? I remember this one. It was a campaign.
Is it?
To buy the beer of your next one here. Can you look for Orchard or River Valley or something? That's for Orchard.
What? I'm okay.
Here. Give a photo. Here. Right, just push me.
Alright, so for those who are following my tour, we'll be moving on to the next part. Alright, so welcome to our sustainability corridor. So for this part, I will show you more about how we brew beer sustainably. Alright, so this will be a walking tour, so as I walk along, you guys can just follow. Right? Alright, first thing, so one of the first thing that we did is to try to reduce as much carbon emission as much as possible. And the way we do this is to use as much renewable energy. Alright, so one of the things we did here is we have actually, since 2015, we have actually installed 8,000 solar panels on our roof, all along our rooftops at this area. Alright, so over here, this has reduced a lot of our carbon footprint and it also contributes to around 20% of our energy consumption, and it reduced around 1,500 tons of carbon emission. Alright, so the next thing we did, this is one of the examples of what something as simple as this can reduce a lot. Alright, so over here, as you can see, we have replaced our packaging hall with rooftops that allow more sunlight to pass through, and like bright sunny days like this, you can actually see that it's so well lit up without any electricity needed. Right, so this actually saves a lot on our electricity consumption. Right, so one of the ways you can reduce carbon footprint is by supporting local beers. Why I say so is because if you like to drink imported beers, the amount of fuel used to transport them from other countries such as ships, cargo treatments or airplanes will emit much more fuel than your local brands, as it's just a truck is needed to transport it to your coffee shops or your house. Right, so hashtag support local to reduce carbon footprint.
How about your ingredient?
Right, so over here at APB, Asia Pacific Breweries, which actually follow two water principles: water security and water efficiency. Right, so we try to use as little water as possible and also reuse as much water as possible. Alright, so over here, as you can see in this picture over here, these are water treatment plants. These are on-site water treatment plants that we use to clean our water, and around 10% of water is reused, and that is roughly around 4 Olympic swimming pools. Right, so this water is not used to brewing our beer, but is used for gardening and also cleaning and cooling of our equipment. Yes. Right, so over here at Asia Pacific Breweries, we also collect rainwater. Right, so this rainwater is mainly used for gardening and is around 15,000 cubic meters of water. Right. Right, so over here, as I said earlier in the visitor center, our second principle to build an inclusive, fair and equitable world. One of the ways to do this is to work closely with suppliers and partners to obtain 100% sustainable barley and hops. Right, so what is this saying is that we make sure that we do not have any child labor and also we pay them fairly. Right? Alright guys, so welcome to our ingredients kiosk. This is a place to learn about the 4 main ingredients used to make beer. Alright, so there's malt, hops, yeast, and lastly, water. Alright, so first of all for malts. So what malt does is it gives the beer its character and sweetness. Alright, so there's 2 types of malts. Pale malts, which are used for lagers, and roasted malts, which are used for stouts. And our malts are imported from 4 countries: Belgium, France, Germany, and Australia. Alright, so you guys can, right now you guys come closer and have a feel and smell them. Alright, just make sure you don't eat them. Alright, so secondly, we have the hops. So hops does, it helps balance the sweetness of the malt sugars by giving the beer bitterness for you to have a refreshing aftertaste. Alright, so our hops are imported from 2 countries, Germany and Oregon from the United States. So for this, only female hops can be used. Alright, so you guys can pass this around and have a smell at them, but be careful, it can be quite pungent.
这个比较香，那个很臭啊。
Oh wow. Just the same.
Alright, so for our third ingredient, we have our yeast. So our yeast are actually microorganisms that help ferment the malt sugars, converting them into alcohol and carbon dioxide. Alright, so this is what gives the beer its signature flavor components. Alright, so there's 2 types of yeast we use here. It's called fermenting yeast, which is used for ales, beers and stouts, and bottle fermenting yeast, which is used for lagers. Alright, so lastly we have water. So beer is actually made out of 95% water, and the water is to be supplied by our public utilities board and is further treated here to eliminate chlorine or other natural minerals such as calcium or the hardness of water. Alright, so there's a question for you guys now. If you answer it correctly, you can win a half of beer later on in the tavern. Alright, so anyone here wants to guess how many liters of beer is used to brew 1 liter of beer? No, it's 5 more than that. 10 lesser.
8 liters.
Lesser.
5?
5? Yes, 5 is right. Right, so roughly around 5% of water is used to brew 1 liter of beer. But do not worry, we actually we use it for our cleaning of equipment, gardening, and also our cooling of equipment. Alright, so that's it for this session. So right now we'll go up to the brew house to learn about the beer brewing process. Alright, so before I move up there, do take note that there will be no photos or videos allowed. Alright, listen please. Up to 75,000 cans, 18,000 bottles, and 350 kegs. Now over here, we try to reuse our glass bottles as much as possible. Alright, so over here, each glass bottles can be used up to 9 times. And over 27 billion glasses, or approximately 88% of the glass bottles that are used here are reused. Right, so we'll collect back all the glass bottles that are sent out to coffee shops or bars, and we can send them here, and we'll thoroughly check them through laser scanners, and they can check for the thickness of the glass, and also is there any cracks on it. So if they are reusable, we'll reuse it. Right, so up to 9 times. Right? So if the glasses are cracked, we actually send them for recycling, where they can they can break it down to fine pieces where they are used to clean metal surfaces. Alright, so here are one of the more unique ways we are reducing the weight of our cans. So by just a simple tweak in the base of our can designs, we actually use lesser materials, therefore weighing less, and since it weighs less, the trucks that are used to transport them has to use lesser fuel, therefore lesser carbon emission. Alright, so over here, since we use lesser materials, that also means that we save up on a lot of materials. So roughly around 25,000 kg of packaging materials are also saved just by doing this. Alright, so next time if you guys are finished drinking any beers and you have an empty bottle, instead of throwing them away, maybe you can consider doing this and change and upcycle it to become one of your home for your plants instead. Right, so over here, so locally we have our recycling bins near our neighborhood. So they will be blue in color. So next time if you guys got any recycled materials such as aluminum cans, glass bottles, you can actually recycle them. But remember, before you recycle them, it's actually important to rinse them out first. Clean it before throwing it so that it can be recycled properly. Right, so lastly over here in Asia Pacific breweries, nothing goes to waste. So as I said earlier, in the brew house, the spent grains for the ladder that over there, if you can see there's a funnel coming out, those are actually where we extract the spent grains. So trucks will come and collect them and bring them to our local farms to be fed to chickens, and around 20,000 tons of spent grains are fed to chickens annually. Alright, so right now we will stay on for about 5 minutes for you guys to take some photos around here. So there's 2 places you might want to take photos at. Right there, we have our replica of our truck back then we will walk also we have a giant beer bottle back there. Alright, so after you guys are ready, all of you just right here, just right here.
下，拿走的吧。好，快来，你进去。
那你要不用手拍吗？
没有到这里吧。哦，也是三
This is poisonous. It's alive, of course. I can feel the echo.
是 a good invention。那个在弄歪我的。
Okay, so before I proceed to the beer pouring part, okay, so I have a few questions to ask you guys. So if you guys answer it correctly, you stand to win some prizes. Alright? So okay, so raise your hand first before answering the question. Okay, so number one, who here wants to guess what is the name of our Singapore's only landfill? Alright, so here we go. So it's called Sembako landfill. Alright, so for my second question. So at the current state of our waste disposal, Sembako landfill is expected to last until this year. Yes, that is right. Okay, so this will be a really simple question. Who here wants to tell me what are the three R's? What are the three R's? Alright? So over here, who wants to guess? Who wants to name what are the 4 common types of recyclable items? Recyclable materials. Right, so right now for my last question, what is the color of our recyclable cycling bin in Singapore? Alright, so that's it for one question. Alright, so okay. So right now I'll show you how to type a pint of Tiger beer. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is that you always want to make sure you're holding the glass by its base, as you do not want the heat from your palms to be transferred to the glass. And why is that so? Is because there's carbon dioxide inside of beer. If it touches a hot surface, it will cause it to expand. And what happens if it expands, the beer will foam up too much. So you do not want that, you only want a little bit of foam. Alright, next just check the glass for any dirt or any cracks. So if it's fine, just point it downwards like this and push down over here. Right, so what's happening right now is cold water is being sprayed into the glass, further chilling it down and also cleansing it. Right, just do this for about 5 seconds. Right now you guys can see the glass is cold. Right, next you want to hold the glass at a 45 degrees angle and pull the tap towards you. Once the beer starts flowing, wait for at least 1 second before going in for the pour, because the first second is just foam, so you want to avoid that. Right, wait for it to fill up. When it's almost at the top, you can slowly straighten the glass and close it off before it reaches the top. Alright, so what's happening? What's missing right now is called the foam head. In order to get the foam head, instead of pulling the tap towards you, you push it away from you. Alright, so that's actually how you get the foam head. Alright, right now again, I have 3 more questions for you guys. If you guys can answer the first question correctly, you get to drink this kind of Tiger beer. And for the second and third question, there's 2 extra glasses over here. So you can come back here and try tapping on the glass. Alright, so raise your hand first before answering. So for my first question, what is the ideal temperature in degrees Celsius to serve Tiger beer? There will be a range, so you get any number within that range, you get the answer. 10 to 15 is lower than 4 to 7? Yes, that's right. Alright, so okay, 4 to 7, not exactly right, but you got it within the range, so I'll give it to you. So this gentleman over there said 4 to 7, but the correct answer is anywhere in between 2 to 6 degrees Celsius. Right, so here you go. Alright, so for my second question, this question might be a little bit more difficult, but what is the purpose of the foam head on top of the beer? Close, but not quite. Not quite. Something, okay, so I'll give you guys a hint. It acts as if it's sealing, it's covering something from escaping.
Carbon dioxide.
Yes, that's right. Alright, so this lady got it right. Alright, so the purpose is to keep the carbonation in the beer as long as possible, and also is for the drinker to taste the aroma more, and also for a better mouthfeel. Alright, so for my last question, this question will be related to the tour. So anyone here wants to tell me, out of the 4 main ingredients used to make beer, which is the ingredient that gives the beer its bitterness and aroma? Alright, so what will come again and try to
Wash the cup. Shake. 45 degrees. The whole 45. Actually, I have to hold the base. Whoa. Ha ha ha.
Okay, that's it. That's it. Woo!
Okay, good, nice. This is for the fun.
Yeah, this is for you.
来洗杯洗杯。Push it back. Backwards, yeah. Woo!
Alright, so right now we'll stay here for about 5 minutes to finish out those beers. After you're done, just leave them and sink over here. Okay? And for the others, in the meantime, you can take this time to take some photos around this area. And also, in the meantime, I need you guys to do me a favor. Just come out here and scan this QR code and leave us a feedback. Okay, so after you guys are all done, we can all get back to the tavern and start your sampling session. before you do that, there's some guys to go, so we're going to wait for it. Alright, so if there's anybody actually pouring on the glasses, you can't bring them up, so just leave that in the sink over here. Alright? So right now, we'll be taking back the tavern, so I just want to check, if every one of you get your sampling tickets, is there anyone that didn't get any? Only body, right? Okay, so once you hit the tavern, you can proceed to the counter and start using your hand. Alright, so once you hit the tavern, you can proceed to the counter and start using your sampling tickets. Alright, so all the beers that are available for sampling are written on the ticket itself. So just say whatever you want to the bartender and you can exchange one ticket for a half of beer of your choice. Alright, so you'll be able to QR code on the table, you can scan it for a food menu to see all the food items that is served here. Okay, and also if you guys need any Wi-Fi connection, the pass will be beneath the QR code too. Alright, also I need to tell you guys on something. Every time you come back to order anything new or before you leave,
Oh, they say the new one is nice.
Step by step, careful.
你要多一点点啊，就不会有这些事，不是还有。
This is another cruise.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
how much it worth? Okay? Okay, is there anything your beers on the top of the list? Anyways, one beer is on the one.
Now we're at Asia Pacific Brewery. They're giving free Tiger beer. This place, Asia Pacific Brewery. Tiger beer. make in Singapore. It's a very nice beer. Cheers. Like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel. By the way, you can actually come to Singapore and visit. If you're in Singapore, you can actually sign up to visit Asia Pacific Brewery for their tour. It's free. Just look at Eventbrite to find out more about their tour of their plant, brewery plant, and you get to enjoy 2 free beers. So yeah, that's good. Enjoy. Cheers. Tiger Beer. Thanks Asia Pacific Brewery for the free beer. Bye. To click the like button and subscribe to my channel if you like this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.